Namaste friends, my name is Sandeep. People ask this question, what is the history of yoga? Friends, the history of yoga is quite ancient. The reference of yoga is there also in Vedas, and Vedas are the oldest scriptures in the Indian culture. So friends, this references says that yoga was quite there maybe about 5,000 years ago. A lot of time people say Patanjali is the originator of yoga. Patanjali is not the originator of yoga. Patanjali, what he did was, whatever which was scattered around, he compiled everything together and arranged in a very systematic manner. So Patanjali is the one who is not the originator but the compiler. In around 500 BC to 200 BC, Patanjali wrote this Patanjali Yoga Sutra. But yoga is quite ancient. As I've said before, you can find the references of yoga in the Vedas also. So we can say that yoga is somewhat about 5,000 to 10,000 years back, that old, that ancient. And Shiva, Lord Shiva, or who is also called as Adi Yogi, is said to be the originator, is said to be the master of yoga. It is through this person, this Adi Shiva, that slowly and slowly yoga propagated and spread it. Patanjali very beautifully talks about yoga in its chapters. A lot of time people say that Ashtanga Yoga is a form of physical practice. But Ashtanga Yoga is not a form of physical practice. Yes, one of the aspect, one of the component or one of the limb is asana. If you see Ashtanga Yoga, actually Patanjali's yoga is divided into 4 chapters. And in the second chapter, he talks about Ashtanga Yoga. So Ashtanga Yoga is not a physical form. Ashtanga Yoga implies 8 different limbs. It has 8 different parts, like Yama, which is social conduct, Niyama, personal conduct, Asana, physical posture, Pranayama, breath control, Pratyahara, withdrawal of the senses, then Dharana, concentration, Dhyana, meditation, and finally Samadhi, which means union or self-realization. So when we see Asana, Asana is just one limb, just third limb of yoga. A lot of people get confused that we are doing Ashtanga Yoga, but Ashtanga Yoga is maybe a very modern concept, maybe about 100 years old. Ashtanga Yoga is more of a Hatha Yoga. It is more of a physical thing that people now believe. But actually Ashtanga Yoga is a little different if we see from Patanjali's point of view. So when we do all this, when we do social conduct, we get a good control over mind of how to behave in the society, personal conduct, to keep hygiene, to have contentment, to also surrender to God, to read the scriptures, self-study, postures done so that we can gain control over the body, so that if there is any disturbance in the body, that can be rectified, that can be cured. Pranayama, the energy. So when we talk about energy, it is very important to breathe rightly. In this modern day, people don't breathe rightly. So in pranayama, we actually allow a good control over the breath. Indirectly, when you control the breath, your mind also gets controlled. So when you control the mind, the 5th limb, which is withdrawal of the senses, can also happen. And along with that, as the withdrawal happens, your ability starts getting more and more concentrated. You can concentrate very nicely and easily. So concentration improves. When the concentration becomes intense, it becomes meditation. And finally, this meditation leads to self-realization. So this yoga that we are talking about, this history of yoga, is quite old. And Patanjali is the one who actually compiled things in a very systematic way. Also, there are different people. Different people have different constitutions. Maybe I may be a person who likes action, a karma yogi. I may be a person who is quite intelligent, a jnana yogi. Or maybe I may be a devotional person, a bhakti yoga person. So understand what is my nature. It's very important to understand what exactly you are. What are the qualities that you have? And if you know that, slowly you will be able to understand what kind of yoga will suit me. If you like my video, hit the like button and subscribe so that you can get updates of the new videos. If you have any comments, any feedback, please do write. Don't forget to subscribe, friends. See you soon in the next video. Namaste.